Welcome back to the Eldest Daughters Revolution. I'm your host, Coach Lou Lordine Jean-Francois, licensed holistic therapist, coach, and proud eldest daughter. Today's conversation is about the hidden cost of being the strong one that nobody talks about. If you're an eldest daughter, a caregiver, or the one in your family who always holds it together, you know exactly what I mean. On the outside, you're dependable, capable, and strong, but on the inside, there's often a hidden cost. I'm going to share a personal story about how that cost showed up in my own body as chronic neck and shoulder pain, how my energy practice helps soothe this when it shows up, and then I'll guide you through a brief practice to connect with your own strong one so you can thank her and allow her to rest. For so very long, I believed my role was to be the strong one in my family, in my relationships, even in my work as a therapist. I thought it was my job to hold it all together. But here's what nobody talks about. This constant need to be the strong one, it has a cost. And for me, that cost showed up as chronic pain. I would wake up with this tightness in my neck and my shoulders, like I was physically carrying the weight of the world. At times, it was so painful, it felt like my body was screaming at me. This is too much. Something has to change. This is what happens when the strong one in us goes unacknowledged and unrelieved. Our bodies keep the score. Our energy gets depleted, and the roles we've taken on start to really weigh us down. That's why it's so important to name the hidden cost of being the strong one. Because once we name it, we can begin to do something about it. What changed everything for me was realizing that I could connect with my body and energy in ways that brought me physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual release. Through my breathing practices, gentle movement, setting powerful intentions, tapping, I began to notice shifts. My shoulders softened, my chest opened, the tightness in my neck eased when I gave myself permission to let go. But even deeper than the physical relief was the energetic one. I realized my pain wasn't random at all. It was a message from the part of me that had been carrying everything silently for years. And instead of resenting that part of me, I began to thank her for protecting me and for holding so much. And then I gave her permission to rest. And the funny thing is, when she rests, I rest. That's when my energy returns, my relationships feel lighter, and my body softens. That's the transformation possible when we stop demanding endless strength and start intentionally rewriting our story. I want to guide you through a short practice right now so you can connect with your own strong one. Now, if you're driving, you may want to pause the video here and return to it at a later time. But if you're in a safe space, let's try this together. Okay. Inviting you to take a deep breath in and slowly exhale. Let your shoulders drop just a little. And now bring your awareness, your attention to the part of you that always feels the need to hold it together. The strong one. Maybe you feel her in your body, like I did in my shoulders. Maybe you sense her energy always bracing for the next challenge. And as you notice her, I invite you to gently say, "Thank you. Thank you for protecting me. Thank you for holding so much. Thank you for carrying what I thought I couldn't put down." And now let her know you don't have to hold it all anymore. Invite her to rest. Imagine her laying down the weight she's been carrying and just see how your body responds. Take one more deep breath in. And as you exhale, notice if you feel even just a little more spaciousness, a little more softness. Now, this is the ownership piece. Learning that you don't have to be the strong one all the time. Yes, that part of you has value, but you also have the right to rest, to be supported, and to live in balance. The cost of always being the strong one is way too high. But the gift of rewriting your story is freedom. Freedom to show up in new ways, with more energy, clarity, and ease. And you don't have to do it all alone. Communities like my Golden Goddess experience and the Power Circle are spaces where women just like you are learning to let their strong one rest and to embrace a new blueprint for living. Thank you so much for joining me for today's conversation on the hidden cost of being the strong one that nobody talks about. Remember, you are not alone in carrying that weight. Your story is not fixed, and you deserve to step into a chapter that allows you to rest, receive, and be fully yourself. So until we meet again, breathe deeply, love yourself radically, and remember that you deserve to write a story, to rewrite your story, and have a story that lights you up. Until we see each other again, you be well. Peace.